There's a lot of men out there that don't want to admit this. They get into relationships and they break up. They get into another relationship, they break up. They get in a relationship, they break up. And they think, oh, there's no good women out there. And it's so popular to rant about them online. But what they didn't resolve is their childhood trauma. They haven't had good, consistent parenting. And every time they rush into a relationship, they get into one and they even have a good woman by their side. But for some reason, they start accusing her of cheating or infidelity, and they're controlling and they're possessive when this woman is a good woman. A lot of men don't like to admit that part when they rant about women online, but it's so true. That's the reason why they keep getting into relationships and breaking up, breaking up, breaking up, breaking up. And then they go online and they rant, oh, there's no good woman out there. Here's the thing, you need to work on yourself, especially if you had a bad childhood when it comes to, your parents, your mom, your dad, whatever, because something called anxious attachment happens. And a lot of men, they don't realize it, they don't even think about it, they don't think twice about it. They start controlling, their partner. And Mr. Fun and outgoing, loving guy becomes Mr. Controlling, possessive, jealous all the time. This anxious attachment, they're like, oh, she's talking to that guy, she needs to be here at this moment with me. And it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. And they don't want to self reflect because they think, oh, it's definitely not me. I'm a really good guy. I'm the really nice guy. And she's the one with options. And so she's the one, she's better looking than me. And she has the whole world at her feet. Oh, look at women. They got everything. But they don't self reflect. They don't base their judgments on reasonable actions. They always go with the uncertainty, that feeling. Oh yeah, she's not faithful to me. I've seen so many guys have good women that would cook, clean, do everything voluntarily. But for some reason, they had this weird thing with them because they did not take a step back and resolve, oh, wait, my brain is telling me all of these things because I had a bad childhood. And they don't think it comes from their childhood, but it does. Being raised not the good way, they think that, and then they apologize for it. They apologize until the woman leaves them as well. So work on your trauma.